Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Sons and welcome to the fourth episode of Coffee with Jinx, powered by Double Bluff Esports. And this week we are with Nam, the AD carry of Double Bluff Esports. Welcome, how are you?
Hi, nice to be here. I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Did you bring yourself something to drink for a
Yeah,
little interview?
I have a blueberry tea with me.
Oh,
I like
that's
it
good.
sweet, and tea is always good.
That's good. I myself have the classic black coffee
Mm.
because it's early in the morning and I need the caffeine to be alive for the day. So first of all, the question that is classic, we'll say, can you introduce yourself to everybody that might be watching? Like, who are you? How old are you, etc.
Yeah, sure. I'm Nam. My in-game name is Devn. I play ADC for DBE since 1 year. Nah, not 1 year. It's my second split for DBE, and yeah, I was born in Germany, but I have Vietnamese roots, and that's it, I think.
Okay. And when did you start playing League of Legends? Like, when did you discover the game?
Um, I started League of Legends pretty early, I think. Maybe it was even the beta or season 0 or 1. But then I had to take a break because my PC was the shit. And I didn't know at that age that you can turn down the video quality. So I had like 20 FPS and I didn't like to play with the 20 FPS. And then I just started back really in season 2 or 3. And then from that point on, I constantly played it from year to year. And now I'm here.
Okay, how did you discover it? Like, maybe did you play other games that were similar, or friends introduced you, or just you came across it and you said, okay, I'm gonna play this?
Well, I saw some YouTube videos about it, like some YouTuber playing Dominion at that time, and then a friend also taught me, hey, let's play this free-to-play game. It's cool, and yeah, then we just tested it out, and I instantly loved it, and I still like it.
Okay, and how did you get to play the position that you're playing at the moment, AD carry? Was it always your choice, or how did you meet with the position?
Well, it's kind of because of I played with a friend, and bot lane is the only lane where you can play with your friend, kinda
Kinda,
the
yeah.
only dual lane. And since I was better a bit, I got ADC and he got support, and now I'm stuck on ADC. And yeah,
Okay, that's not something nice. After you started playing, like, how long did it take you to go and discover the esports scene? Like, after season 3, I guess, because there was no esports scene in the beta, but afterwards, how long did it take you?
oh, I don't know exactly, but I know that I watched some LCS before,
Hmm.
like in the early seasons, and I supported Cloud9. I
Okay.
liked them because they had cool streamers on Twitch, and that's the only point where I watched esports. But I think after SKT won their second Worlds, I
Hmm.
also watched global esports, and I really liked it.
Okay.
And 1 or 2 years ago, I thought like, hey, I'm kind of good at this game. Maybe I try it out myself as well.
Okay.
And since then, I'm doing semi-professional as well, and really enjoy it right now here.
Yeah, and it's only the start of the journey, let's say.
Mm.
Uh, you kinda got to the next question for me. Like, in the were you always kinda gifted, let's say, at the game? Like, were you good from the start, or is it something that clicked a few years ago and suddenly you're in the high ranks?
Uh, I think it's a mix of both. Maybe I only was really kind of high rank like since 1 or 2 years, and before I was always stuck in master because of friends kind of as well. Because as I mentioned before already, I played with a friend, and then I kept playing with friends over and over, and I didn't really climb because I wasn't focused on like getting challenger, grandmaster, whatever. And since I'm kind of doing my own way, like solo climbing every day, solo queue and shit, I really got the high rank, and yeah, that's really nice. But I'm also not playing with or that often with friends anymore, especially League, because I don't think it's a fun game for me anymore.
Yeah.
What you can play with friends, but it's more like a competitive game for me from now on. And I want to do stuff with friends. I'm playing other games, and League is just only for like competitive and solo queue for me anymore. Actually,
Yeah, okay. Solo queue though, how many solo queue games do you play a week? Approximately.
mm, maybe 30
And how do you keep
max.
your mental sanity?
It's yeah, good question. I don't know. I think I'm a calm person in general, and I also like work as well on the weekdays,
Mhm.
40 hours per week, and I think it's a good work-life balance. And I also do stuff with friends on the weekends and family, and that's like how I keep my mental. And I'm not completely tryharding solo queue as well. Like you should keep in good mental and not like be mad of after one lose or like a losing streak. I think it's not worth it to suffer in your real life if you like lose on the rift. It's only a game still, and I think that's at least for me the secret how to keep my mental in solo queue.
Yeah. And how hard did the duo embargo on Master Plus affect you? Especially since you're playing bot,
Uh,
like a few
you mean
years
duo
ago.
queue?
Yeah,
Oh,
the fact that you can't duo queue anymore.
I mean, I think I didn't do queue that often as well. In the higher ranks, I sometimes did, but it was a bit weird, I would say. But I think it's a good change actually, for me at least. Like sometimes I miss it. Like would be nice to do queue with my support right now, but you play you play also in scrims together, and it's kinda the same. And it's nice that people can't like do queue be used anymore because when the funnel strategy was invented, it was so shit to play solo queue. Like every time you see a Messi and Tarek, it was kind
Yeah.
of insta loss, and it was really boring.
Or
And you
Cartus, no,
obviously
no.
can't do that. Yeah, you obviously can't do that anymore if the duo queue doesn't exist in these higher elos. And I think it was an improvement, like for the higher elos at least, that they removed duo queue.
Okay. And speaking about your support, you joined the team after him, like he played a split before you joined, if I'm not mistaken. And
Mm.
how fast did you guys bond together? Because I know that it's very important to create kind of a bond between bot laners, and that's often the key to success. How hard was it to do that?
Mm, I think it's hard to say because like I got into a whole new team, not only the support, but I think we had some starting issues, but that's completely normal because you play like with a complete new guy
Yeah.
and you need to communicate differently and like play differently. But I think now it's pretty good already. We can still improve, of course, that's normal. But I think we understand each other pretty well gameplay wise, but also like on the private area. Like we are making jokes of each other, and we're kind of not bullying, but yeah, just as I said, we make jokes of each other. And I think that's pretty good because you need a good working atmosphere, but you also need to have like fun, kind of with your teammates, and you need to joke around with them.
Mhm.
And I think we have that a pretty good balance between that, me and Sam. And I'm pretty to play with him right now. I think we improve each other from scrim to scrim, and I really like the working atmosphere right now between us. And also with the team, of course.
Yeah, that was the next point. So how is the atmosphere with the other guys? Because like it's important as well. Like how is the mentality of the team? How did you manage to fit in the block?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Like, um, if we have problems with each other, we are talking it out as well. Like after the streams, we also discuss sometimes,
Okay.
pretty long as well, sometimes. But I think it's really good that you criticize your teammates as well, because that's the only way you can kind of improve.
Hmm.
And we sometimes see if we lose streams, we are not mad at each other. We are just trying to figure out where our mistakes were, and we are trying to like not do the same mistakes as well. And I really like that because that's the only way you can really improve. And it's obvious that we all have to improve still. And I think overall it's a good team atmosphere though. Like we played some tournaments already and stuff, and
Hmm.
also the Premier games, and we're all pretty happy when we win. And we are like working together as a unit, and if we also lose, we are not like blaming only one guy, we are just taking the loss as a team. And I think that behavior is really good, and I really enjoy it.
Would you say that it's one of the key points that makes us stronger than the current division we're playing in as a team?
Yeah, sure. I think like team atmosphere and team morale is pretty important for team, because you can have like 5,000 LP challenger players together, but they hate each other, and it's kind of shit because it's still a team game and you need to harmonize with each other. And I think we have that pretty well. And it was a hard start, I think. We dropped many scrims, but now it's kind of fine. We got to know each other better now, and we know how we play together. And as you mentioned before already, it's only the start, and I think we constantly improve from week to week, and we will definitely do more than we did so far. And we try to achieve a really high goal, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal. I want to talk about you joining DBE a bit more because that's something that I am personally curious. How did Didi seduce a Grandmaster AD carry into joining a Division 5 team?
Yeah. Um, Good question.
How did
I
he do?
think, um, well, I played in other teams before already, but the split before Didi signed me, I took a break to like focus on real life and also on my individual performance.
Hmm.
I think I got like a 1 month break, and then I decayed on my AP. Then I started to like climbing back the ladder. And on that time, I also wanted to get a new team, and I just signed up my profile on the priming site, and Didi just randomly messaged me, I think, and he wanted to talk with me first in Discord, and yeah, he really convinced me, like how he talked and what his goals were, and that's exactly what I wanted at that moment. And yeah, I don't know, it just clicked instantly after we had this small talk, and then we also like scrimmed with the team, or like try out it, or I try out it with the team, and I also really liked it, and I think they liked me as well. At least I hope so.
I
And
hope so.
I don't know. It was pretty clear that I wanted to play there, and it was just a random feeling. I can't really tell what it was, but I really liked it from the beginning.
Yeah. And were you maybe a bit skeptical due to the elo discrepancy in the team? Like if you would join, you would be like maybe twice the LP of the second lowest. Was it something that maybe stopped you at first when Didi messaged you?
Mm, Not really, I would say, because I think solo queue LP is not. It is important, but it's not the most important thing
Hmm.
that you need for a team. And as long as the team plays well in scrims and tryouts, and I think it's fine. Like sometimes it's a bit weird when I have like, as you said, doubled LP than my, I don't know, my laners or something like that. But there can be different reasons why they are not that high LP. So I don't really judge on that. And it showed that LP is not that important because I think like I'm not individually 10 times better than my top lane or something like that.
Okay,
And that's why I think LP is not that important. It would be better, yeah, for sure, but there are a lot of like 1K challenger players as well that can't play in a competitive team because they are, I don't know, too selfish or something like that. And I
yeah,
don't see
definitely.
that at all in our team. So it's pretty good.
Definitely. What would you say is one of your big weaknesses on the Rift? And what's your progress path to improve on that?
Mm, I think still the point where you can always improve on is communication.
Mhm.
I sometimes lack on comms, especially in teamfights, because there are like so many things happen, and it's kind of hard to like focus on fighting and also calling out things. So I keep trying to improve on that point, and yeah, also some matchups are kind of hard to play because you don't often play that in solo queue. Like you have obviously a different or a bit different meta in competitive play compared to solo queue.
Yeah,
And sometimes I just need to figure out first like how you play the matchup and how you get advantages or like how you play weak side. I think that's kind of weakness still for me, and I just need to play out some more matchups, especially in the bot, to like figure out how to play the game at best and how to help my team.
okay,
And yeah, keep trying to do that from scrim to scrim. And I think I got pretty good help as well with the coach. Really improves me, and really nice to hear a second opinion on like things as well.
okay. Is something like custom 2v2 bot something that you use to learn some of those matchups that you mentioned?
Mm, well, I think me and Sam did one 2v2 already. Like we took one evening and matched up with one another duo bot lane from another team, and we tried out some stuff. We want to try out this in the future as well, like preparing some matchups and just looking how they go in a pure 2v2. And that's kind of the only way, or with scrims, how we can like discover these 2v2 matchups. And I think it's a pretty good way instead of like first timing the matchups in a primary game. Pretty nice that we have that opportunity to like also meet up in outside scrims to like just try to play the 2v2s.
Yeah, definitely. And in opposition to the last question, what do you think is one of your major strengths in the Rift, outside the Rift? Like, what's your if you had to choose one strength, which one is it?
Mm-hmm. I would say it's my mentality.
Okay.
I think I have a good mentality. Like I'm not really tilted often. It's not like I'm never tilted, but if I lose, I try to like not be mad or angry at someone else. I just try to find the things that I could have done better because that's the only thing I can change, kinda
Hmm.
like working on myself. And I think it's a pretty good habit by me, like not being only focused on other mates, but more like focus on myself so I can improve. And that's kind of in scrims, but also in solo queue. And I think I'm just a really calm person that is not really angry at other guys. And so yeah, that's my way how to improve in league, but also like in private life.
Yeah. And you mentioned a bit earlier that you are working on the weekdays.
Hmm.
What is it? What do you do besides league?
Especially on the work, or you mean hobbies and stuff also?
Both are good. Like,
Okay. Yeah, I'm still in education right now, so I'm working and going to school, and
mhm,
I'm working with machines, kinda. Like it's also a bit like working with tools, but working with programs as well. I
okay.
think it's a good mix of both. It's kind of hard to describe what the job is, but that's kind of what I do. And for my private life, as I mentioned already, I always meet up with my friends. At least I try to on the weekdays, on the weekends, and also stuff with my family. I also like really enjoy. Well, I enjoyed playing football, but now in the winter it's kind of hard to play football, so it's more like watching football, which I really like.
Mhm.
But also just play other games, um, especially multiplayer. I don't really like playing single player games that much because I'm not that interested in story games. So just try to play games with other friends, like I don't know, Valorant, Warzone, some stuff like that. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, and if you want to play single player games, you play solo queue, right?
Yeah, best single player game ever.
What would you say is your best memory with the team so far?
Mm, I think it was the LG tournament that we played. It was kind of highlight. Like it was also good to promote from Division 5 to Division 4, but it was, I would say, kind of easy because we only lost one game in the playoffs, I think, and the other games we just stomped them. But the tournament was really nice. Even though we didn't win the whole thing, I think the whole journey was pretty nice, and it was a bit disappointing how we lost the semifinals, but overall it was pretty fun, and we were also really hyped up, and we also screamed at each other after every win, kinda. It was just really fun and really nice experience that we have, and we also got monitors from it. Yeah, which is a pretty nice prize, and it really showed like how we improved from 3 months, and yeah, just really liked it.
Yeah, and it kinda put DB's name on the map, kinda.
Mhm.
What would you say are your ambitions for first for this year and then for the future? Like mainly in league, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, for my individual performance, I think I want to hit challenger at least once anymore. Or I want to not only hit challenger but also like stay in challenger.
Okay.
Like I don't want to peak it, but I want to be hold myself and make a name in challenger. And I'm kind of close to it right now.
Okay.
And
How
and
far are
for
you?
the team, sorry, what?
How far are you from challenger at the moment?
Wait, let me see. I think yesterday it were like three games, and it's kind of the same still. So I will definitely climb today and try my
Okay.
best to like get challenger.
Hopefully.
Um, but for the team, it's obviously I think like winning the split and like promoting to Div 3 at least, and then the next split we also want to look for like Div 2,
Okay.
and yeah, that's kind of the goals for me at least this season or this year.
Okay. And further in the future, what do you see yourself maybe playing league professionally for a long time?
Yeah, would be really great. Like LEC is the highest or kind of the highest goal in my point of view right now. Like winning the world is obviously the best one, but my first step would definitely be like LEC first. Hopefully with this team would be really nice
Hopefully.
because I really like the atmosphere and the management, the casters, the players, of course, coaches and stuff. And yeah, making a name in the LEC would be really really great. But I think making to the higher divisions in Prime League is mostly important right now. Like Division 1 and 2 are the next goals for us right now. And LEC would be kind of the dream. And maybe we win the worlds sometimes
Maybe
in the
someday.
future. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. That's the goal for everyone, I guess. What was I about to say? What's your peak currently in terms of LP? Like, cause you say you wanna hit Challenger once. Did you hit it before or?
Yeah, I think it was a bit more than 1K Challenger. It was
Okay,
the time when the worlds were in Europe,
okay,
because like all the cool pros, Korean players like Faker and stuff were in solo queue, and I was really motivated to play with or against them. So I got really hyped up, and I tried to like get or not snipe them, but get them into my games.
yeah,
And also think I played quite a few times with Faker. It was really special, I would say. Like it's only a human, yeah, but he's kind of the goat of League of Legends,
yeah,
and I
definitely.
really enjoyed playing with him in the game. And I think that's my peak, and it was really fun playing it at that time, because like so many players were there, and yeah, worlds being in Europe is always really special for us, I would say as well, like because solo queue is so much better at that time, and people flame less and try hard more, and it was really enjoyable playing at that time. And yeah, that's how I got my peak kinda in League of Legends so far.
Yeah, and hopefully you will break it soon.
Yeah.
Which pro scenes do you follow? Like, do you watch LEC, LCS, LCK?
Mm, I think I mainly right now watch LEC, not that often and not that actively, but I think only for entertaining purposes as well. Like they're good players, but I think if you want to learn the most, LCK or LPL is the best things
Okay,
you can watch it. But I prefer to play myself instead of like watching others play, because I think it's better improvement for me.
okay.
But if it comes to like entertainment and competitive stuff, I mainly watch LEC right now, because there are also players right now, and it's kind of fun to see the good teams battling each other with the new format as well. I really like it.
Yeah, I really, really like it as well. I mean, I don't like the fact that Fnatic got kicked out so fast, but it is what
Wait,
it is.
they did a pretty good split, no?
Yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
Rec just popped off.
What are your thoughts on the ranged support meta thingy with Caitlyn, Twitch, Ash, all of those things? Like, is it something that bother you, or are you fine with it and it's whatever?
Well, I think you see it way more often in competitive than in solo queue.
Hmm.
Or I mean, in solo queue you see it also often, but at least for our team, we didn't do it, and we didn't see it that often in scrims and also friendly games. So I'm not that worried about, but I think it's okay. It's a bit new, and I think new stuff is always good, like because it makes more fun to play the game then if things changes. And I think they nerfed it already a bit in this patch
Yeah, a bit.
actually. But for me, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I think me and Sam didn't play it that often so far. Maybe we need to pick it up. I don't know. But I more like it to play with engaged supporters, because the lane is way more like um, active, and you simply just don't poke each other out and go to base and sustain up and try to go through lane. So I
Okay.
more like to play with engaged supporters like Nautilus, Leona, Rel, Rakan, stuff like that. Instead of like playing against or with ADCs who just poke each other out and roam. I think that's okay to play against, but sometimes it's a bit boring.
Yeah, and if you can avoid to fall asleep on the keyboard, it's better.
Yeah,
So yeah, the changes and big buffs to engage supports, it's something that's good for you. Like it's
yeah,
for the team, I
definitely.
mean. But like, what's your secret on getting so many 2v2 kills? Because I've seen a lot of them.
I can't really tell because I think it's just the individual class that we are kind of better on.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I think we are just better individually. We are not making any sick plays or something like that. That we enemies just make mistakes and we just punish them as good as we can. And I think jungler also helps sometimes, which is pretty good. Like I think in the Primax games we got some level 2 ganks off already,
Yep.
and after that first blood for me or the jungler, whoever, I think it's pretty good. And from that point we just try to snowball on the game, and we use our advantages pretty well, I would say.
Okay. So, and the meta on AD carry at the moment on the roam. How is it for you? How do you adapt to meta changes? And with the changes to items, how is the meta? How do you find it nowadays?
I really like it right now. Like after the IE changes, ADC got much better, I would say. And also the champions, they kind of fit to me right now. The only champion that is a bit sad for me is Kalista because I used to play her a lot in the past, especially also in the last split that we have. And now I think she's okay still in solo queue, but in competitive, she's kind of dog shit, which is really sad because she's a really lane dominant or really strong in lane ADC, and it's a bit sad to not play her. But there are also some new ADCs which are really nice to play with the two item IE changes.
Hmm.
And I think you can play a lot of ADCs right now, which is pretty nice. And there's not like a really bad or really good ADC right now. So I think ADC is, for me at least, pretty balanced right now.
Okay.
And I enjoy playing a lot of ADCs right now, and it's pretty good.
Okay. And is there maybe a champion on the lane like ADC or support that you would deem is secret OP and that you are surprised you don't see a lot?
Well, I think Varus is pretty strong right now, but you see him often, so it's not a surprise. Um, I don't know. I'm not really sure about Misfortune. I think she can be strong, but she can also be really weak because of she has many counters, kinda.
Hmm.
But if you play against the right champs, Misfortune can be really strong because she just can one-shots everyone with the Q, and the ultimate is always or can be a real surprise for the team because it does so much damage and it has so huge AoE potential. But often you don't get it off. I think it does like 3,000 damage or something like that on the third level.
Hmm.
Um, but I think she's not that good right now. But she can be really good if you play it right and you have the right team comp for that.
Okay. Uh, on Tuesday, you will play against Omega Esports, and it kind of feels like a final
Mm.
before the time. How do you prepare for that game? And are you excited to play it? Of course.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited because we and them are kind of like first and second place,
Hmm.
and the win would be really important for us. But I don't have any special preparation to be honest for them right now. I think we just try to do our best, not getting nervous, and yeah, we just try our best and play what we can play and what we are used to play, and we're just not fully adapting to them and trying to countering them with some new stuff. We just do our styles, and we know that we are better than them, and that's how we that's how we are looking to play that game.
Okay, and that will definitely be a very exciting one because, as you said, only one win separates both of the teams. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. Before we wrap it up, I have one question. One last question. What does Virus W do?
I don't know. I haven't read it before. No clue what it does. I think it does this loot thing,
Yeah, maybe.
where you
I don't
loot the
know.
enemies. Yeah, hard question, man. Go next, please.
Do you have any last words? Bit of trash talk to the enemy teams or something? Anything you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
Hmm, I don't know. uh, yeah, I don't know. Thanks for supporting our team, I guess, and I hope you guys enjoyed the journey so far. We will obviously do way more in the future, and for me also, I'll try to improve as much as I can to entertain you. And yeah, that's it. I'm really excited to play on Tuesday, and we will get the 0-2.
Hopefully.
0-2? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
2-0.
Oh yeah.
Two
It's
wins and 0
two
losses.
wins. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the spirit. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it for us today. We will see you on the next one. See ya, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, bye.